Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our lesson two. Today lesson will go through LO2, which is learning outcome two. As you know me, my name Anjum Sattar. If you have any question, please drop me email anjum@ukversity.co.uk. I'll try my best to quickly reply. And today lesson is LO2, which is LO2 is about understand the impact of the global business environment on national and multinational business organization. And we'll discuss about what is meant by environment and internal. Every company have to face two types of environment. One is called internal, which is also known as micro, which is means small, which is controllable, and external, which is outside, which we can't control it. We have to adjust our operations accordingly. Yes, so we have to adjust our operation accordingly. So that's we need to. So micro environment and micro is inside the organization. We can look around production, finance within the organization, and macro we can look around economic factors, legal factors, technological factors, political forces. All these are crucial, which we need to look around. So environmental analysis, which we look around, the organization must face the fact that change in the pandemic. Yes, so we can look around. In fact, the current environment in speeding the chain is quite identifying, intensifying. So we need to be make sure, less predictable and stake getting higher. So when we're looking environment, if you have any question, please stop me and ask always. So environmental analysis, how complex is environment, knowledge, technology, and fashion? How much is change is taking place and how we are uncertain. So when we'll say past political, economic, social, and technological environment, we can identify the change, the drivers, and examine historic history of it. So that's, when we'll say micro environment, as we said, political environment, social, cultural, technological, like, we have now recent technologies, quite, we are machine learning, we are drone technologies, we have, the things are automated technology a lot. So that's, so the company need to adjust their operation. So what is outside forces that affect the marketing, management, our business, our finance, to build and maintain the successful relationship with the target customer. So micro environment actor close to the company that affect its ability to serve the customer, and macro is the largest. We can look around the forces, which is we need to be micro is adjustable within the company, but macro level is a factor that we have to adjust our operations accordingly. Actor in the micro environment, the company, the supplier, marketing intermediaries, competitors, people, and customer. Thus we can look around customer. Yes, 5 different types of customer: consumer market, business market, reseller, and those also affect on the environment as well. So major forces the company, we can look around demographic is the characteristic of population. We say, how much is we have a young people, how many elderly people, what is, their per capita income, economic. We can look around um, other interest rate, inflation, natural factors, what is happening, technological factor, technology, how rapidly. When we'll say political stability in the country, culture, all being for the business environment, everything, every organization impact the way it operates. Some factor have a direct impact and some have indirect. So inflation, credit crunch, Russia war between Russia and Ukraine is directly or indirectly affecting all of us, really, because due to the price increase, due to the uncertainty in the world, and all these, have a huge, because we are living in a connected world, global village, and really, all these factors is impacting. Okay, so when we look these factors, so what's come under political stability, tax policies. We can look around forthcoming legislation, employment laws. Under economics, inflation rates we have in the UK is around 10 to 12% now. It's very high inflation. Exchange rate, of course, pound value after Brexit's likely drop. They're also impacting on the inflation. Economics growth, what is economic growth rate? We have around less than 1% at the moment. So taxation, the tax rate, we have at 20% on income, and we have a corporation tax. Business tax is 19%. Unemployment rate is around 7, 8, 10% now. It used to be 4, 5% now due to all this economic situation. Social factors, yes, education, living condition, trends, fashion, religious beliefs, and employment patterns. All we need to investment in R&D, we need to think about as a company. If we don't do it, like Nokia is not anymore world leader, changing in information technology, change in mobile technology, speed technology, obsolescence technology is also becoming some outdated, new is taking place. So we can look around according to various authors. So just, so we need to be look around the business environment is very closely, because end of the day, business environment is a factor, so all the factors. So we need to be make sure with the passage of time, we'll carry on adjusting our operation, so we can not really stay behind, in the competition. So we can look around how deep, that will affect, in our organization. So we need to be carry on integrating our resources, our effort. We need to be becoming more competent. Yes, we need to find the new ways to improve the things, because the global environment is very tense. Okay, so the business environment, this is a physical place of location where the example of shipping, mall, where many businesses are close competition with the other retail outlet. A set of the condition or the rule are governing buying and selling. All we need to collection of the group of individual key stakeholders. Those are can be huge influence. So some stakeholders can be direct and some indirectly affecting our business. So we need to keep in mind. So as we said earlier, political, economic, social, technological environment is a fact. Various authors' view on these, and as a company, we need to be regular monitors. So we can look around business environment, how deep, we can, because this is best analysis, which we can further look. So like, we earlier said, when we say political, maybe we can think about WTO rule, World Trade Organization. We can look around tariffs, taxes on international trade, because that's not our control, because a lot of decision made by the government. We have to adjust our inflation rate. Yes, government try to be outsourcing. Yes, under political economics, fewer workers create wealth, maybe need to be spending on education and training, inflation. Yes, social, economic, technological, social media growth, first both legal factors. When we'll say pest is a political, economic, social, and technological. When we'll say pestle is a legal and environmental. So at the moment, we need to be sustain in a business. We need to focus on 3 P's: profit, planet, and people. So we need to be focused on 3 P: profit, planet, and people. So internal information on micro environment, politically, intranet newsletter information we need to send to organization, information sent to organization, social, legal, yes, customer data, primary research we need to carry it out. So that will help, to be stay ahead than competition. Technology, yes, we carry on doing research and development stuff. Feedback, economics, yes, financial specialists we need legal. So then we included political, again, government website. We need in the UK's ONS, Office of National Statistic, will carry on, like, give us ons.gov.uk. If you want to find any information, even immigrations or rules, always good to go gov.uk and type immigration and look the news every week. That's the legislation, because not a lot of and companies also adjust their operation based on the immigration policy, because they need workers, and the national minimum wage, we have as well. That's also company need to be intranet. Yeah, government website update, on legal trade. So further, we can look around. It's important to recognize the elements are micro environment, interconnected. Political environment can be significant impact on the social environment as well. So when we look under each, it can be expand our discussion. You become more critical. So the main impact of the organization through legislation, we can look around employment law. So if we have a national minimum wage at the moment, if we look on gov.uk and type national minimum wage, how much per hour we need to pay in UK if we want to. So at the moment is £9.50, but it's going from 1st April, £10.40 per hour. If somebody is above than 25-year-old, it's a compulsory for company to pay £10.40 an hour minimum. Yes, companies can pay more, but of course it's due to the cost is went up. Ultimately, we need to cover the cost from the customer. So consumer protection, competition laws we have, so we have a lot of other legislation. Those as a company we need to be must, so we have here Health and Safety Act 1974. We need to be provide the safer environment. We have an Equal Pay Act, which is we have changed to Equality Act 2010. We can't discriminate people on the basis of race, religion. A sec, we can look around Race Religion Act. We have an Employment Protection Act. So these are all the legislation we have, and we need to be make sure we'll protect. So sales and good act, if the good not fit for purpose, you have a right as a customer to return. And as a business, we need a return department. We need to be embed these because our external factor can impact trade description. Yes, true description, what it contain within the goods are, the if we have a drink, what contain how much sugar, consumer credit act, we giving credit. Okay, ensure the fair competition within the market, and the government believe the greater competition leads to the lower price and better quality goods and the wider product. Okay, so we can look around business must agree to the prices in term of, yes, agreeing prices if the competition agree to the limit of production to reduce the competition and cannot be. Yes, so this is a prohibited because we have it's a cartel, some companies in some country can fix the prices, few company come together, but in the UK it's illegal because this is we have a competition commission. Market forces set the price, not the companies can come together and fix the price. So based on the law of demand and supply, and the government is working as a watchdog. So monitoring and the economics environment is important, directly impact. Any question?
So far so good, thank you.
Okay, so what I did, I included good, few extra slides to look around the scenarios. So national economy, yes, consists of organization, household, organization need to be input implied. Yes, so we need to be in return what the organization will provide. So we need to be always keep in mind the economic system as well. So one of the main concern elected government to economics growth, yes, GDP, national. We always try to be in external or internal environment. We can look around the fiscal policy, which is the policy of central government increase about taxes and spending, because in some industry government injecting more money than others. And monetary policy. Monetary policy is the policy of the central bank. In other part of the world, we call state bank. So we have state bank, which is increasing or decreasing base rate. At the moment in the UK, base rate is went up to 4%. It was last year in January was 0.1%, which was nothing. Even you can say no interest rate. But now it's went up to 4% instead of 0.1% was before. So that's a huge increase, and due to that is the inflation, payment, mortgage, everything went up. So can be affected by other monies, be injected into flow. Yes, export goods, government spending and investment. Yes, if it can also affect the money is taken outflow through the saving and being imported goods. Yes, increase taxes. We can look around. Yes, retail price index. We can look around how much is an inflation, and the companies also, because of course purchasing or disposable incomes of the people will be dropped. So that's we need to be controlling inflation. So monetary policy of the government, we always, high level of demand of the product service mean, organization have taken more employees, and but we need to be turn mean have to increase the price in order to pay the wages, and this can be demand pull inflation. Yes. Okay, so that's we can look around, and then we have controlling inflation. We can think about how bring the efficiency. Yes, cost push inflation we have because the cost went up. That's why demand is due to the demand less goods, and cost is mean the cost went up. Government control the inflation through manipulation the interest rate, as we said, base rate. Okay, that's we need to always keep in mind. The government aims to be keep many population working age, as possible in employment, and this can be difficult in a number of factors, mismatch the skills and ability, peak through, yes, in demand levels and unreasonable wage demands. Yes, that's impacting a lot, and we can look on unemployment in some obvious implication on the businesses, and unemployment cannot be borrow money in the easy, have to reduce the income, therefore they have a less disposable income. So if the unemployment rate is okay, other we can look around the decline which is happening meeting the economics growth. We can look around GDP, what is in the industry, yes, in the country, national income, employment levels, business output levels, average earning level, disposable income, consumer spending, interest rate. Yes, that's all we need to be well managed. And we can look around in economy, is a boom, is it depression, is it, yes, because economic cycle is never stay the same, in some time can be boom, sometime can be recovery. So at the moment we are going through recovery from recession due to the COVID-19 and wars. So when the GDP is reached at the lower point and the recession in the economy can be signal declining demand. So company can plan is the demand, what's the point to be produced more when the people don't have a money. During the recovery pictures, we can look around, yes, consumer being can increase spending, business confidence, yes, starting investing again, and we can look around. Yes, so what are the key characteristic? High level of consumer spending, business confidence, profit, yes, price, cost. So we need to be think about unemployment tends to be lower. Yes, growth, economy. So those we need to be think about. Bank of England, yes, soft lending. We can look around the lending policy. When we have a depression in the economies, we can look around the businesses decreasing. Yes, this is basically is all we can look around the cycle. Then we've been given at the end is a quiz little to test our understanding about, to which you can copy and paste and we can go through our own time. Okay, yes, I can share with you some later on. Any question?
So far, so good. Yeah, it was very
Okay,
useful. Thank
so
you very much.
I can share with you these slides, lecture 1 and 2, in the chat box, so you can download as well, and later on will be available on Moodle page.
Sure. Thank
And
you.
just one is I'll share in a minute. And I'll share with you the book as well. If you give me 1 minute, I'm just sharing. So you have, that was week 1, and week 2, and other than that, I'll share with you. mm, and business environment book, if you want to look around. And I'm sharing with you Nestle case study, how impact the business environment to Nestle. And I can give you managing influence. Yes, so you have all the resources, and please, if you click that in your chat box, you can download it. Okay, any question?
No, thank you very much. It's very useful. I will go through these new books and the Nestle edition, the details that you sent. I will go through it. Yeah.
Brilliant. And if any question you have, email, drop me email or drop us email admin@ukversity.co.uk. And thanks for attending and hope to speak to you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Have a nice, weekend. I hope
Thanks.
I think it will be short weekend. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Time to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.